Hello, travelers! Today we'll be discussing snow globes, snow globes, snow globes. Snow globes. That's right, we went to the snow globe making at the old Las Vegas Mormon Fort. But before we get into that, recap time! So, while I had intended to get on the road after making that last video, I instead found myself having to get emergency dental work. Apparently, my dentist forgot something in there after he did his work a week prior, and I found it like the night I was supposed to be like driving out. So then I had to like wake up the next morning and schedule all that. So yeah, basically I lost an entire day to having to have that fixed. Yay! Keep in mind, if I had planned to fly out, I probably would have missed my flight, and who knows if I would have been able to reschedule in time, right? Of course, once I did get on the road, I found myself having to squeeze through the smallest of breaks in a massive weather warning front that was bearing down on New Mexico and Texas. It was like a combination thunderstorm, hail, tornado, triple punch. I kid you not, it went from being just a thunderstorm with hail to then it was a tornado to maybe it was all three, and then my car kept alerting me to this. I don't know why, but that's a feature of my vehicles to alert me every 10 minutes that there is a bad weather within a 50-mile radius of where I'm driving. But after narrowly surviving that, I got to enjoy a lovely sunset over Albuquerque and was greeted by a full moon to light the way across the dark Arizona mountains. Of course, when I finally did manage to roll into Nevada, it was so late. Had this been Fallout, not even Caesar's Legion would be awake at that hour. Even Las Vegas wasn't awake for it. There's like 5 people on the road here. Well, it's always a magical sight to see the Vegas skyline as you cross into Henderson from Railroad Pass. It's a bit apocalyptic feeling when no one else is around you. Despite all these setbacks, I managed to roll into Good Springs with enough time to catch a nap and wake up in true Fallout fashion with a view of the saloon before making my way out to the old Las Vegas Fort. So, I really dislike the Gene Starbucks prices, but when you're in a hurry and you just drove all night and didn't really get any sleep and you just don't have the energy to make yourself your own cup of coffee, I am glad it's right there next to Good Springs. Hello, travelers. Today we are at the old Las Vegas Mormon Fort. As the name implies, it is located in Las Vegas, just up from Fremont Street. Today we are here to make a snow globe. How? I don't know. Why? I'm not sure either, but hopefully we can get the answer to that when we go inside. Happening here, how did this become a thing to do here?
Okay. Well, as you know, the fort is featured in the game. And it just so happens that I'm a volunteer here, and I've recently become president of the Friends group. And I just insisted that we had something commemorating the game here at the fort. That's what everybody wants to see, right? And I'm so pleased today to see it's not just me that wanted it. So what we did was we had a guest speaker that talked about video games and Las Vegas and history. And so, of course, the obvious speaker gift was a snow globe, right? And so we had to buy them by the bulk. So with all these leftover snow globes, we decided to just offer this class today. So as it turns out, we had one snow globe left, and Sherry, the interpretive ranger, put it up, and she discovered that there were a lot of fans coming in asking to get the picture taken with the snow globe, and they were just interested. So we knew we had a big enough visitor base to support a class. So in addition to that, we have the snow globe like you can take your picture with, as I said. The Bastion, we don't have anything on the second floor of the Bastion yet. We're trying to figure out how to put up something that won't get stolen, because I mean that's the purpose of it, is to steal the snow globe, and we don't want that to happen. And then we recently did a timeline in paver bricks out in the courtyard, and we made sure, of course, it started with the Native American Paiutes here, goes up through the railroad years, but the very last brick in the timeline is used as a hospital for Fallout New Vegas. So you're welcome to look at that also.
Just final question, are you going to be doing more of these in the future? Do you think there's going to be more snow globe making, or?
Maybe, probably, I don't know. You want me to? You want her to? Yes? Okay.
So after we made our snow globe, we got to go on a park tour of the grounds with Sherry Castle, who is a park interpreter. She pointed out the real world locations of some of the game stuff and then gave some real life history of these areas. So it was a lot of fun coming out here for the Fallout snow globe making at the old Las Vegas Mormon Fort. It was great meeting everyone. This is a great event to come out to meet other Fallout fans in the area. There was one other person who had traveled a distance. I believe they were from California, but hopefully they will put this on again in November around the time that we're doing the big event in Good Springs. They were also looking at a date in October. There's the question of when you put on one of these events, will that be all the people who ever come out, you know, a one and done thing? Or are we going to see kind of a resurgence as more of us discover that these things are out there? You know, currently I think we are in a resurgence for popularity in Fallout New Vegas. It's amazing how many new people I've met doing this trip, not just on the previous one, but this one. Everyone I met here is new. No one is a repeat from people who I met down in Good Springs last month. So I think that there's a lot of us fans out there who would really like to be able to do Fallout tours, but we need to make ourselves known in a respectful manner. You know, when an organization holds these events, like and comment. Important notes when you come to the museum. Make sure you apply sunscreen and bring yourself a bottle of water. Now, if you forgot your bottle of water or you happen to run out, they sell it along with some cold sodas for $1. So it's going on 4 o'clock here, so they're closing up and I gotta get back on the road, but I want to give a quick shout out, thank you to everyone who put on the wonderful snow globe making event here at the Old Mormon Fort. That includes park interpreter Sherry Castle, volunteer Cindy Allison, and maintenance specialist Kevin. Big thank you for taking a chance and putting on this event. Hopefully we will see more. So I was on my way out and I was getting some outside footage when I realized that there's a tortoise enclosure in the fort area over here. There he is, right there.